Hello again. It's Carol with Fashionista at 80. I told you I was going to show you some things in my house. So I'm going to start with my living room. And I want to show you something I did today. I needed to wrap my daughter's birthday gift, but because we have an ice storm, I couldn't go out and get this wrapping that I needed. So I do sometimes buy old patterns at the thrift store, and I use the pattern paper, which is like tissue paper, to wrap things or to put in bags and use as a tissue paper. So what I did today is I took part of the paper from the pattern, wrapped the gift, and then I made a bow out of the strips of the paper. And then just for kicks, I put the pattern picture on the front. The one all the way to your right as you're viewing this looks just like my daughter. So anyhow, I thought you might enjoy seeing that. It's recycling to the nth degree. Now I'm going to show you some of the other things in my dining room. My dining room is very full. I see this room when I enter, and I love the feeling that it gives. I have these black and white check chairs that I bought at Pier 1. We had a fire in our house in 2018, so everything here, other than the antique pieces, is new. And even some of the antique pieces as well. So I bought the chairs at Pier 1. Now they are no longer in business, but I can tell you these chairs are wonderful. And my favorite spot is sitting on the chair and looking out the window with my dog by my side and drinking coffee. So that's one of my favorite places. And behind the chair, I have an old screen door. I used to have them on my doors downstairs. But again, after our fire, they were taken off, and instead of putting them back on, I kind of like the way they look sort of decoratively. And then I have this piece here. This is Mexican. I've had the privilege of going on artisan trips to Mexico where we visit the artisans' studios. And this particular couple, I named them Carolina and Mikhail, because that was my husband Mickey and myself, and we're dancing, so it makes me smile. And then the bowl underneath is a paper mache Mexican made bowl. Actually the characters, the figures are paper mache also, and paper mache is hard to find. These were new. These were created near Pátzcuaro. And I would love to get my hands on some other ones, but I have not seen much paper mache available, even online. So anyhow, we will go from there to my wall, my gallery wall. The deer head above the painting I got at the Plaid Door for $10. The painting I got off the internet, there was a company called Everything But the House, and they had a local place here, and so if you bid on it, you could go down there and pick it up, and you didn't have to pay for shipping. And there was just something about this piece that I loved, and it wasn't expensive. I think it was $25, but it's original. And I actually texted or emailed a woman who was the daughter-in-law of the artist, and who was also an artist, and that's how I found her name. So I really enjoy this. I love the colors. I love the subjects. I do like paintings with people in them. And as we go over, you can see a wonderful portrait that was done by my granddaughter, Casey. Very talented artist. And I love it. I just love it. And I'm so happy to have it. And below that is a lithograph of Chicago, downtown Chicago. Chicago is my home. I was born there. I still have family there. So it means a lot to me. And then going around, well, I have several mirrors. I've always collected mirrors. I like the reflection of them. And this table came from Wisteria Outlet. They are no longer, well, they are in business, but not here in Dallas. And the tin placemats I bought in Mexico, in Oaxaca, and they're stamped. Now, I did buy this wonderful Arthur Court butterfly stand, and butterflies have a lot of meaning to me, which some of you know. They mean hope and new beginnings to me. And my wonderful daughters gave me these beautiful Baccarat butterflies for my 80th birthday. So it's very, very special. And then I have something I also bought in Mexico. It's Talavera, but it's a little different because Talavera usually has a lot of different colors in it. I like the brown and white. And it's actually a beverage jug. I turned it around, but I can use it as a beverage jug. I just like it too much to put lemonade or Kool-Aid or anything like that inside of it. And then going around, I have my deer foot, which some people might not appreciate. Deers are hunted because they overpopulate, and as precious as they are, overpopulation is not good. So I have this deer lamp that I bought actually in a Chicago suburb when I was visiting my sister for like $3. I was thrilled to have it. And then the lampshade I bought at the Canton Flea Market. It was not very much either, maybe $15. And then I have this pretty little box that I bought just recently at the thrift store for $4. And the red ball, I love glass at different colors. And of course, red is my favorite color. So the finial on the top of the lamp, I bought in a store that sells all kinds of beautiful dishes and things, and it had a hole in the bottom of it, so I just made it a lamp finial. And then as I go over here, I have this wonderful black and white drawing that my granddaughter Casey also made, and it represents my other granddaughter Riley, who was a gymnast, and I just think it's wonderful. And then below that, I have a print from Antonio Garcia, who's a man who lives in the San Antonio area, and I just love his art. I love his colors, and I think he's terrific. And I do have a few other prints here. Then I have my deer horns, which I just like. And then a couple clock faces that my friend Mary gave me. And then I'm walking over here, and I have this mirror that my friend Cindy gave me. She was going to donate it and took it out of her car and said, "Do you think you'd like that?" And I said, "Sure." So here it is. It's got an etched bird on it. I don't know how old it is or what it is exactly, but since I love mirrors, it was perfect. And then I have a wall vase that I also found at a thrift store in Bernie. This mirror I've had for many years, many, many, many years. The glass was replaced, but, and then I have this deer. This is a pyrography. Anyhow, it's wood burning, basically. And it's 2 deer. And I put some Old English on it, and I think it made it too dark. I'd like to lighten it up a little bit. If you have any suggestions on how to do that, I'd appreciate it. I tried to wipe it off with a magic sponge and water, but that didn't do much, because it doesn't really show up that well, and I just think it's so pretty. And then over here, I have my globe that I bought for $45 at a sale down the street. I just wanted a standing globe. Don't know why, just did. I love globes because I love to travel. And they just remind me of the wonderful world we live in and the many exciting places to travel to. So I'm going to close this side of it for now and start a different video because I don't want to fill you guys with too much stuff. So hang on, I'll be coming up soon.